Rogue Hive detected. Nearby agent has gone rogue. Rogue agent detected. Have detected a rogue agent. Rogue agent neutralized.
Supply drop being claimed by hunters.
Rogue seeker mine detected. Serious trauma. Allies are acquiring the boost. Allies have acquired the boost.
Don't turn this around. They'll be pulled out.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue shot trap detected.
Nobody's pulling out. The fight goes on. There are no more rogue reinforcements.
Rogue Hive detected.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many for the Lady Death? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's enough, that's enough. Hey, yo, welcome back to another Division 2 video. I appreciate you guys clicking on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that PvP gameplay at the start. I'm not going to waste you guys' time. I'm just going to get straight into the build. So before we get into the main parts of the build, I just want to explain what specialization I'm using and why. So we're using the Demolitionist, and there's two reasons to why I'm using it. So the first reason is because of this small laser pointer here, which is an attachment onto my MP5, which is giving me an extra 7% crit chance. So this can only be used if you're running a Demolitionist. Now the second reason to why I'm using this specialization is because of this talent here, which is called Crisis Response. When armor is reduced to 0, refills all main weapon ammo. Now this was nerfed a couple patches back, but it's still usable and it sometimes does come in handy when you're in gunfights. So yeah guys, that's the two main reasons why I'm using the specialization. Of course we've added that extra 15% SMG damage to this as we run in SMGs. But yeah, if you want to run a group, also this talent is nice. Group members gain 5% damage out of cover, so everyone is getting an extra 5% damage. Okay, so the main weapon I'm using on this build is called the Lady Death, and it's an exotic SMG which you can get from New York doing open world bosses or bounties. I did do a video on how to get it and my review, so if you want to check that out, it'll be at the top right hand corner. For the total weapon damage on this gun is 67.5k, for the RPM we've got 900, and in the mag we got 32. Now some of you might say, oh, I'm not going to use this gun because of how low the magazine is, but I'm going to explain why it's still useful. For the core attributes, you got 12% SMG damage, 13% crit chance, and for the bottom attribute, you got 5% damage to armor. So, for the main talent on this gun is called Breathe Free. When moving, gain 4 stacks per second or 8 stacks if sprinting, up to 40 stacks total. So this first talent is all based around movement. So the more you run and the more you're moving, you're going to keep them stacks up. Each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 60%. So all of that movement that you did is going to go straight into damage onto the target. When you kill the target, you get plus 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. So this gun is literally just running around and shooting and killing and just making sure you're keeping your running stacks up and your movement is going to increase each time you get a kill. This is why I say it's still useful even though the magazine is low, because you have all of these talents here to keep you up with the damage. Now for the second weapon, I'm using the MP5. You got total damage of 92.1k, RPM is 800, and for the mag 52. So I could switch to this weapon when I need to reload or just when I feel like it. For the core attributes, you got 14% SMG damage, 20% crit chance, and 11.4% stability. For the main talent, we're using Strained. This goes very well with this build and you're going to see why. We got gain plus 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing. So I know you guys like to see the mods on my gun. We got 5% critical hit damage on the scope there. We got extra plus 20 rounds, minus 10% reload speed. We got a plus 7% crit chance, which is coming with the Demolitionist. And we got an extra 5% crit chance on there. Now for the Lady Death, you cannot equip any attachments, but it comes with attachments with stats. So we got 5% crit chance on the scope, 5% crit chance on the muzzle there, 5% critical hit damage on the grip, and 10% reload speed on the mag. Okay, so let's just get into the gear pieces. For the mask, we got a Negotiator mask. While having 3, we get 15% crit chance and plus 20% critical hit damage. So this gear set is what's helping out this build by a huge amount. So let's just get into the attributes. As you can see, I got a God Roll core attribute of 15% weapon damage. That's maxed out. The bottom attribute, we got 8.9% critical hit damage. Now I wish that could just even go higher, but we're halfway on the bar, so I'm happy with that. For the chest piece, we got a Sokolov chest piece. Now we've got 2 equipped. So 1 gives us plus 10% SMG damage and 2 gives us 15% critical hit damage. So critical hit damage is going towards the Negotiator, which is building up more crit damage. So that's just helping. For the core attribute, we got 137k armor. I like to max that out, but I just haven't got a better armor yet. For the attributes here, we got 10.5% weapon handling, which is not very good for this type of build. I wouldn't suggest it. We got 3.2k armor generation there and 4.7% crit chance. Now guys, the main talent on this chest piece is Obliterate, and that is critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 15 times. Now let me just quickly show you guys in the shooting range what this does. Bottom bar, maxed out. And we can keep stacking it up, especially when we have crit chance. We can keep Obliterate active. So guys, if you want to go for a crit build, I really do suggest this chest piece talent. Okay, so that chest piece is really nice. I really do like this talent. It's going well with the build. So for the holster, we got a Negotiator holster. We got core attribute, which is 156k armor. I'm just trying to get as much armor as well as crits onto this build so I can survive a little bit more. Attributes at the bottom, 14k health. For the knee pad, we got a God Roll core attribute of 15% weapon damage. The bottom attribute, we got 9.1% critical hit damage. So again guys, we're just stacking into damage and crits as well as a little bit of survivability with that armor. For the glove, we got a Sokolov glove. We got 12.6% weapon damage. I'd like to get that higher, but I just haven't had a chance to find a better damage roll. Attributes, we got 15k health. And for the bottom one there, we got a God Roll of 12% critical hit damage. Again guys, crits and damage. Okay, so for the backpack, we got this new set that's come to the update, which gives you 10% crit chance for equipping 1. Just gonna stack as much as we can into it. So for the core attribute, we got 12.6% weapon damage. We got 4.2% crit chance, 7.2% skill haste. I would like to change that. And we got 12.4k armor and kill. Now in this new patch, because of how time to kill is, I really do think that armor and kill is going to be a thing, and I will make a build towards this. For the main talent on this bag, you've probably seen this in my last striker build, is clutch. But some of you didn't understand what clutch does. and I'm going to explain and show you what it does in this patch. So if you are below 15% armor, critical hits repair 2.5% missing armor. Kills allow you to repair up to 100% armor for 4 to 10 seconds based on your offensive core attribute. Now that's basically saying based on your damage, you're going to see how clutch heals you after getting a kill. So let's just go here right to the shooting range. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly showcase you what the first talent of clutch does. So let's just get rid of my armor, put me down to 1 shot at least. So as you can see, I'm only on health. I have no armor. Let me switch to the Lady Death. I have no armor, just health. And in this new patch, clutch does not heal your health. It only heals 2.5% of your armor. So look, I'm going to show you. So as you see, it healed 2.5% of my armor. Now for the second talent on clutch, after you get a kill, from 4 to 10 seconds, you'll be able to heal up to 100% armor depending on your core attribute, which is offensive. So depending on your offensive attributes and how hard it hits with the crits, it's going to be able to heal you. Show you. Once I kill the enemy, the clutch talent is going to activate for the second one. So he's gone. I've got clutch at the bottom there. And now watch my armor, I'm healing. So as you can see, I was healing. Clutch is active again because I got another kill. And I'm healing. Constantly healing whilst I'm hitting my crits. With the talent on the chest, it's also synergizing with clutch. As well, strained on my weapon. So I'm healing slowly. Back to 100% armor. Obviously, when I'm getting shot in PvP, this is not always going to be effective. But if you're in a team with someone with heals, etc., it's going to help out. That's what the second talent on clutch does, because some of you was a little confused. Let me just show you again. Get my armor down. Kill. Clutch is activated. And I can heal up. Clutch is activated again. And I can heal up. Obliterate is stacking. It's a really nice build, guys. It's really nice. Okay, so I hope that helped. It's just that some of you guys was a little bit confused with what clutch does, and I just wanted to explain that for you there and then. So for the two skills we're using, a defender drone and a hive restorer. Now for each of these I haven't got really good mods, but I'm not gonna lie, I really want to try out the defender drone at tier 6 and probably make a build over it, or even like a tier 4 with some weapon damage, and yeah, I'm gonna see how it works. For the restorer hive, again, it's not an amazing skill to the build, but we got PvP healing of 38k. But for tier 6, we did try this out and it's really nice. It does really heal you a lot. And I think that if you guys want to make healing builds, I do suggest this as one of your heals, guys. But let's just get into the stats because I know you guys have been waiting. So for my primary weapon, which is the Lady Death, we got 67k weapon damage, 37k PvP damage, and we got 56.9% critical hit chance. Now for crit damage, you got 104% crit damage. That's really helping out with this build, and I'm happy with the way that looks. So yeah guys, this is the build that I've been using quite a lot in the Dark Zone and Conflict for PvP. I really do like it. It's a quick run and gun build. If you just want to quickly get them out of here, this is what I'd use. And yeah, there's many ways to make these type of builds. So if you guys want to comment that in below on how you would make your crit build with an AR, shotgun, anything, SMG, it could be anything. Comment below your build choices and what you are using in this new patch. I appreciate all of you guys. We're nearly at 5.2k subscribers. That's crazy. I appreciate all the love on the recent videos. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, hit that like button. It's been Division Addiction, and I'm out because I need to go blow my nose because all this addiction is not good for my brain.